What's up, y'all?
What up, y'all? This is 28 Podcast number 2. I'm 28 JMO.
I'm LandoOutlandish.
We're supposed to do these podcasts throughout the whole year. We did one in January. We didn't end up keeping up with it. We're going to take the time to catch you guys up to what we've been on all year. And kind of talk a little bit about what's going to be happening next year. Besides, we're going to keep doing more podcasts. You want to tell them basically...
Yeah, so it's a lot to cover. That's why we wanted to use this podcast episode to kind of reflect on all that. This year, the biggest thing for us was traveling and shows. Those were by far the biggest thing that we had done this year because we had never really traveled our whole lives like that. It's the first time we really got to travel like that. And in doing so, we got to network a lot and meet a lot of cool people. And then, well, that just gave us more opportunities for shows.
So, like, the last time that we were on the podcast, we had just got back from New Jersey. We met with formerly known records.
Right.
Then they had us back over there again in April. We did a show with them. Met a whole lot of people in Trenton. Shouts out to all those guys.
Yeah, the Trenton Show was crazy because it was our first time performing outside the state. And so the fact that our homies had booked us for that, we felt as though we had to get them back. And so we booked them out here in August, like months later. It's just been a crazy year because you meet people and then that creates opportunities for these shows and just for more music. And so we met a lot of people through that Trenton Show that we're working with currently. And so it's just kind of crazy, you know, this whole year, our world's been getting a little bigger. But me and Jim were talking about it earlier. It's just like, yeah, our world is getting bigger, but we're actually starting to realize that the world itself is not that big of a place once you get to like meet people and go places. You know, it's a lot smaller than you really think.
Yeah, it really ain't nothing to be in one side of the United States and be in the other side a few hours later or whatever.
Right.
But basically this year I've been to more cities than I've ever been in my life, probably. I was in Texas. We both went to Texas this year. New Jersey, never been over there.
Yeah.
We were in Florida a little bit. We still got yet to do a show over there, but
yeah, it's just been crazy. I've just been traveling and just even the little things. Like I'm looking down through the plane, I see like pine trees in Atlanta and shit. Like for whatever reason, that shit is interesting to me. Like I'm just kind of seeing the world for what it is, and just like there's just a lot of people in a lot of different places. I felt as though growing up, my world was very, very limited to like what I knew. Didn't get to go out much and shit. But now that I'm like doing music and like embarking and all this shit, like I'm really seeing the world for what it is. And it's pretty beautiful, man. This shit is just kind of crazy, just meeting all these people and stuff. And so that's for sure been the biggest thing was the traveling and the shows. The traveling and the shows have just been nonstop this whole year, and we want to keep that going on to the next year, as well as keeping consistency with our music and upgrading the quality of it, you know?
I say all the time, bro, it'd be like GTA when you're in the map and you only know the map and you figure it out, you spend a lot of time there, you learn everything about it, whatever.
Right.
And then they send you on a mission somewhere that's gonna expand the map, and then you have new contacts over there.
Right.
And then you meet more people and you have new contacts and new missions, and like for us it'd be like new people to make music with, new shows to go to. So like it's like just basically the more that we work on our music, the more we expand everything.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Just this year's been insane because of that. Like we really, when we made the first podcast, like right after we had linked up with our homies and met them for the first time, we had this energy to us. We said, yo, we can't wait till shows are back on, blah, blah, blah. We were talking about shows, you know, and it actually happened. We made it happen. This whole year, back to back shows booked. And then the fact that we're going to shows outside the state now is just crazy. JMO had a whole Road to Casino tour this year to promote his album. Like, shit is really, like, crazy. Like, motherfuckers actually moving out here. And it's not just us, it's our friends, and it's the people we work with. So it's really exciting seeing all these pieces move at the same time, because I feel like this is what creates, like, a new wave, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, bro, a new group of just, like, yeah, it's just shit's not corny, like, anymore. How it used to be, like, 2017, 2018. There's a lot of, like, you know, just lame ass artists out. Like, I'm not trying to hate on nobody. That whole SoundCloud shit is kind of burnt out, though. But even now, like the scene on SoundCloud, I know a lot of people are on Spotify, but just like the music scene in general is a lot of young, talented people, and a lot of people outgrew that shit and just really coming into their own right now. So it's exciting times. People I'm working with in particular, I'm really excited about. I know JMO's got crazy music on the way. So this up and coming year is really just it's really exciting. You know, just looking back on this last year, we really did change a lot, like for ourselves, music wise. Like we really set out and accomplished what we wanted to this year, which is crazy.
Yeah. After what else did we do? So the show in New Jersey was in April. Then did we talk already about? We didn't talk about the Partners mixtape, did we?
Nah, we didn't.
We recorded that and dropped it, I think in May, something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe it was later. We recorded a mixtape called Partners. It was produced by I Hate Nathaniel. Shouts out to Nathaniel. He's in Los Angeles area. What else?
Yeah, I mean, that tape, we made it right after the Jersey, so it was just kind of crazy the way it came about. It was very spontaneous, and that shit kind of encouraged me to just really have faith in our music, because we did not premeditate it at all. It was just kind of something we made on the spot, you know. He sent a beat, we sent 2 songs back. Like, he sent another beat, you know, and it's just kept it going, like. And that tape kind of made itself, and the fact that people really enjoyed it just it encouraged me to just really just put my music out there and just really just drop content, because you never know who's really gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, bro. It was like a little side sound. It was like a different sound that we created, like just because of it, like everything that came together.
Yeah.
It was his beats, Nathaniel's beats. It was you being at my crib. It was us being there one song after another, the energy that we put into it.
Right.
And then also we created like a unique little sound for this tape, bro.
Yeah, it definitely had its own side sound for sure. Like it was like its own little thing, and it was super spontaneous, man. That was the best part. You know, that shit really, like, it kind of just woke me up. Like, yo, we can do anything. Like, not necessarily, yeah, we can do anything, bro. It's just like, you just gotta put the shit out there. You never know who's gonna like it. You know, this shit is just it was very encouraging the way it had just all came about. That was kind of a great way to start the year off, because then JMO progressed that into Road to Casino. So do you want to talk about Casino, like your album, and just like this year, just to build it towards it?
Well, I guess Casino. Prior to this year, I was thinking about it. I have Casino actually has got a couple songs that I made last year.
Right.
And I was thinking about putting them into a project that I really cared about, because, I don't know, I guess this was through experience, you know. I learned more about marketing and promoting, and I just come up with newer strategies for myself.
Right.
So I guess Casino, I was taking a project that I'm proud of, and I wanted to build some kind of lead up into it, bro. So I guess I was trying to expand my audience, and I feel like for myself, since I'm from a small town where very few people know me and shit, I felt like the best way for me to get out is to get out and go to different cities and network with people and functions and shows and whatever, and try to get some new listeners and connections and friends and whatever, bro. And so this project is basically, it's kind of talking about the past couple of years of my life, moving away and coming here to do, you know, follow my dreams and shit. It's hard or whatever. But that's basically the product. And then leading up to it was the momentum of all the shows that we were doing, bro.
Right.
And it's what really made this year crazy. It felt like it was my first year actually going crazy in the game, bro. Cause I'm more experienced now. I had a whole year that during COVID that motherfuckers could prepare to get ready for the shows, get in touch with promoters early and shit, and just always be on top of that shit. So the shows basically at this point, if we want to go somewhere and do a show, I can just look at my list of people that I know and we can basically go there.
Yeah, nah, for sure. This year was kind of like the first year we went pretty crazy in the game, and yeah, it was just kind of crazy. The build up to your album was insane. The Road to Casino show was lit, dude. Like, I know it was kind of a stressful time for you.
Bro.
But I know like from my perspective, that shit was crazy, man. That shit was busting. Like I was so happy for you as a friend because like that shit really came through. Like months of build up.
Yeah, bro.
For that one night, you know, that shit was awesome, bro.
So Road to Casino was a promo tour. In August 28th is when we threw our first show since COVID, and we had formerly known records over here. And that show was like a big show for us because it was our first time back since COVID, and it was a pretty good turnout. The artists that we had a fucking fire lineup.
Fire lineup, yeah.
His set had amazing energy, my set too. Where was I going with this? Well, I guess that was a significant moment, and then I had playing this promo tour, Road to Casino, leading up to dropping the project, obviously. It started off in Indiana. We went to, shouts out Lil Jon Stop It, Mainstream Radio, you can find them on Instagram. I did an interview with them in Indiana. Then that night, I went to the airport and flew to Dallas. Meanwhile, Rico, shouts out to Rico in Anonymous Films, the camera guy. He's on the way, while I'm at the interview in Indiana, he's driving to Texas to meet me over there.
That's so good.
So I'm on the flight over there to Dallas, and then David Diavilla from formerly known Records is also flying out there to meet us and shit. So we went out there, and we got 3 nights of performances. The first night was an open mic at this place called Green Elephant. There's so many artists, bro, and they all have their own sound and shit.
That's fire.
And they're all really supportive and shit, bro.
Yeah, Texas scene is lit.
And the vibes are real nice, bro. They got a nice venue there. What else we do? That was the first night. The second night, it was a Wednesday. That night, I was trying to find another show. The one we found was it was at a strip club, and we got kicked out of that shit, bro. Fight happened and shit. We're not gonna talk too much about it. Motherfuckers had to leave from there. I didn't even get to perform and shit.
Yeah.
But then the next day, we were in Texas. We were fucking, at the shooting range and riding horses and shit. And we did another performance that night at Spokeasy. They had a nice little venue, bro. Their community is really supportive, bro. They're like throwing roses at each other and shit.
Damn.
They got real nice vibes over there, bro. That's why I really fuck with Dallas, bro, because they're really about community, like you can tell.
For sure. The Dallas scene out there is beautiful. The music scene out there is really beautiful. It's definitely something we gotta get more into. We threw a show out there. We had a performance out there as well, like
we got booked for Rob Banks.
Rob Banks, yeah.
So basically, we're in Dallas 3 nights, and then I come home, get off the plane in Chicago, drive all the way to Iowa to pick up my homie Peso, because this is gonna be his first set, and it's gonna be on my fucking showcase, album release party. So basically, I had a list of artists that I worked with up until this point, like in my career or whatever, that I really fucked with, and I just invited them to, come perform in front of motherfuckers. And low-key, bro, I had a really good turnout. I was a little bit worried that motherfuckers might not come, but Baby Cruz is on that lineup, bro.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers rolled deep, bro.
Rolled deep.
They came with like 20 people before the show even started and shit.
That was just lit.
And it was a lot of fun, bro.
It was fun.
And
Jordan pulled through some people. Bravos pulled through.
Yeah, bro. We got that bitch packed, bro.
That shit was packed, man. That shit was busting. That was a really, really good show. Like that was for sure my top 3.
It was like you were saying, bro. Like it kind of starts off like a little slow, but everybody was there, bro. It was just a matter of the energy building, bro.
Yeah.
And like through the lineup, that's exactly how it progressed, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Because you started it off, and then he didn't start it off, bro. But a few people went, and then you went.
I teed it up.
And you teed this shit up.
Yeah.
And then who came in? J-Wave came, Bravo came, and they got the whole crowd like fucking ready, bro.
Yeah,
everybody was dancing and shit.
Yeah,
having a great time, bro.
Great time.
And then little does everybody know that I'm literally like having like a damn near like breaking down, bro, because there's so much shit like behind the scenes going wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is too drunk. Motherfuckers is doing fuck shit, bro.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? But like everybody else having a good time and shit, so I gotta be having a good time too.
Yeah, it was a
and
great
then now
show.
it's finally my moment to perform, bro. And like I'm not even ready for this shit, bro, because I'm like,
so
fuck.
stressed.
But like I see like you guys have created, like everybody's so hyped right now,
Yeah.
and like it's my turn to perform, and I'm like, fuck.
This
This is what everybody's waiting for, bro. So like that was like super hype moment, bro, to see the whole crowd like engaged and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
motherfuckers was turned at that point. Like everyone was just so lit. Like at that point, that shit was the 28 the Rosa Casino show, the back to the show, and the Julia. Those were my top 3 this year.
Yeah,
Those
Julia,
sets
bro.
were all 3 of those sets for me were insane, bro. Like I had crazy sets all 3 of those shows. That shit, those were like the most fun. Julia had the craziest turnout. Fucking, the back to the show was lit. Like for my set, just like people showed mad love, and then fucking your show was just mad crazy. Like the vibes there were so fun. Those 3 shows are definitely like the highlights for me of the year. That and then just all the traveling we had been talking about and shit. Man, this year is good, bro. I can't even cap. Shit is hard outside of music. You feel me? Like shit, life is hard. Shit is not easy. But like when you look back on the journey, you realize like the progress you've made this year. It's satisfying, bro. It's like we're headed in the right direction, and I'm happy for my homies, bro. Shout out Devilla from formerly known Record. Devilla season is dropping soon. You know, my motherfucking homie went crazy on that project, bro. Y'all gotta check that out. And that's just one of many. Like all the homies gonna be dropping heat this year, so it's exciting times, bro. It really is. Anything else, bro? You wanna cover, or do you wanna just like talk about what's you got going on for this upcoming year?
You can let them know what you want, whatever you want to tell them for the upcoming year, bro. I'm not sure I'm gonna say too much.
I feel it.
We do got a lot of projects coming up.
Yeah, bro. It's like a lot of projects. Can't give out too much detail, but we got a lot of projects, a lot more shows.
A lot more shows.
Yep.
Different cities.
Different cities, different people, and just a lot more pressure, man. We're about to work with just all the homies. It's all lining up, bro. The pieces are all connecting. I'm really excited for all my friends, all the people watching this. I'm excited for you. All the people not watching this, excited for you still. Shit, man. It's a great time, like, to be in this music shit right now. I feel like it's really refreshing. It's really exciting. This next year is probably gonna be the biggest one we've had. Because in January we were talking about that on the last podcast, and guess what? It ended up being the biggest year we had. Most traveling we ever did, most songs we ever did, all these people we met. That's just gonna keep going, and it's not gonna stop. So my predictions for this next year, it's just gonna fucking take off. And that's it, man. We don't really got much else to say. I just want to say thank you to everyone who, got to this point of the video. Thank you to all the people who watched last time. I'm surprised, bro. A lot of you watched that shit. I appreciate y'all checking in on us, man. This is Lando Outlandish.
28 JMO. This is the 28 podcast. You can find us on Instagram _28angels at Lando Outlandish 28 JMO ENT. Thank you guys again. Make sure that you subscribe and like and whatever. Fuck with us. Stay in tune for the next podcast. Watch our vlogs, all that shit. Thank you guys again.
Peace.